the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So the Pitt Panthers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pitt pushing the pace.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The play-action fake. This time he's got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. He breaks a tackle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Pulled down for the tackle. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Holstein. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it 1st and goal. And the Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. He has the 1st and still on his feet. There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 7 over Texas.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move, it's Reed. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
At 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Pitt right back to the line. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on! They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there! Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the Year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches, taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over him. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
Try to get it to the edge. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. The give to the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Carr. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Got a man, it's Johnson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Panthers want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lee. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. got it in the middle. It's Johnson. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Holstein. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up 4th down from the 43. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Pauly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. The give to the back. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Panthers moving quickly to the line. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. To throw, it's Holstein. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Toretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to NC State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the option. Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Pitt pushing the pace. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Grabs it in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got enough for the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Off-play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reed. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He's got the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man down the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in. It's Lee. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quick toss. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Irish. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And what execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, create an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. A quick pass to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Pitt right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. With the catch, it's Williams. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. From the gun, the running back has it. Spins away from the defense.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice the safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Off play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Love. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Punt is in the air. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes! And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block on that. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to pass. It's Holstein. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's caught. It's Lee. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Pitt will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Love. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. On target over the middle. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Now, you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Back to pass, it's Holstein. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Williams. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Hunt is on its way. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Fields. Got enough space. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by just 1 over Texas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on! Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They boot it away on fourth down. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Finds his man, it's Fields. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. With the catch, it's Williams. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Holstein. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. It'll be third and long. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Reed. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. At the 45, on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Finds his big tight end. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. They'll run it. It's Love. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. His drive will open from the 15. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Snap it to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gives it on the option. Creates a little space. Quick step and go.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The sure hands, it's Fields. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. He'll pull it on the read. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. That's reeled in. It's Reed. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Holstein. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Missed the connection on 2nd, now looking at a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got a man, it's Lee. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Takes the handoff. It's Love. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Irish send out the punt unit. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field. break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Release to the back. The short hands, it's Reed. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
A run for the quarterback. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. Runs through the tackle. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Makes the grab. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The option look. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, look out on the right. At the 30, the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Panthers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up 14 over NC State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. Calls his own number. Slithers into space. Turning it on.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year.